Hey guys, today we are going to go over histograms. Here I already have one drawn for you so you can see what it looks like. It is very similar to a bar graph, but notice there are some differences. For instance, down here there are ranges of data. So what that means is, looking at this particular bar here, means there are two people in the 0 to 4 range. The reason I say 4 is because once you're 5 years old, you actually go into the next bar. Once you're 10 years old, you go into the next bar. 15 years old into the next one, etc. So this number represents where the start of the new bar is. So this one would be 0 to 4. That's 2 people. 4 people are from 5 to 9. 3 people are from 10 to 14. Nobody is from 15 to 19, etc. So that is how you read a histogram. Dot plots are very similar. So if you notice dot plots down here, we have that 2 people have 1 pet, 3 people have 2 pets, nobody has 3 pets, nobody has 4, etc. That's how you read the graphs. So that's what a histogram and a dot plot look like. Some things you may be asked to do with these would be to find like the median or the range or things like that. We went over that in the first video. Something we have not talked about though is symmetry. So when a graph is symmetric, and I'm actually going to show you this with a box plot and a histogram, symmetric means it's balanced. So a balanced histogram looks something like this. It's not going to be perfect, but something of this sort. You okay, baby? So this is a symmetric histogram, and a symmetric box plot will look something like this, where that bar is kind of in the middle, and each of these whiskers are about the same length. So this is a symmetric. You also have one that can be positively skewed. That just means it's skewed to the right. And so what that looks like in a histogram something like this. We call this a tail, this part at the end that kind of looks like a tail. So most of your data here is on the left. Be careful because it's right skewed, it's positively skewed. Your tail is on the right. So your skew follows the tail. So this side is the tail. It's going this way, as you can see. So this is a positively skewed graph because the tail is on the right. With a box plot, what that would look like is your median would be somewhere on the left typically, and sometimes that tail is a little bit longer. Not always the case, but you're really looking at this here. If this is on the left-hand side, it is skewed right. Be careful, that's kind of the opposite. So that is a right skewed. And then we have a negatively skewed, which is the same thing as left skewed. And in a histogram, that's just the opposite. So it looks like this. Notice this time most of my data is on the right, so the tail goes left. See the tail kind of hanging down? That means it is left skewed. And a box plot also does the opposite of above. This time the median is going to be on the right-hand side. Be careful. And typically this tail is longer over here. Okay, so that gets you your different types of skewed with the box plot and histogram. All right, guys, so that is all for this. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see y'all later.